皆さん、こんにちは。オタク親父だ。お元気ですか? Hello everyone, this is Otaku Oyaji again. Today, I will be, motorizing as well as using the custom LED treatment on the Tomytec Eizan or Eizan, I need to check, okay? Electric Railway 700 series Hiei train. Well, let's get to it, shall we?
Okay, here are the tools that I'll be using to light up the Hiei Eizan Railway 700 series. So let's start with the lighting components. Now what I will need is a 3-strip LED. Whether if it's warm white or cool white, that's up to you to decide. I think because it's supposed to be like a sightseeing train, I'll give it a warm white. Alright. This is some support to stick the lights on. It can be, doesn't have to be clear, can be any plastic material. Okay, I have some copper wire which I coiled into springs. Okay, bridge rectifier. Okay, yes, so there's a good look of my bridge rectifier. Okay, you can look for it wherever you stay. Alright, okay. Then after that, I will have a pin vise with a 1mm drill bit, hobby knife, I like alpha, my trusty Tamiya tweezers, never go hobbying without it, and finally some nippers. Okay, this is the Eizan Densha 700 ban, I think it's ban at least, which is the Eizan Electric Railway 700 series Hiei train. It's a sightseeing train and I think it's very beautiful. Okay, so unfortunately this is a strictly display model. So in order to make Tomytec trains run, you're gonna have to add on parts, unfortunately. So first you're gonna have to buy the motor, which is a TM10R. Now the motor usually comes in boxes like this, alright? But yeah, obviously this isn't it. Okay, disclaimer, I've already installed the motors and lit up the train already, so I'm just making this video showing you how I did it. Alright, okay, TT4R are actually metal wheels and weights. So since there's going to be a motor on this train already, you don't need this, you can forego this. Alright, and these are basically the pantographs. The code number is 0258 and they'll come in boxes like this. Okay, obviously once again this is just a placeholder. Alright, so the number you need to look for here is 0258. So to make this train run and look nice, you're going to need these two components. This is only if you want to buy the other add-on train to connect to this, which I'm not. Right, let's dive into it now. Okay, one small of the box. Right, let's open her up. Yes, I know, no metal ruler. Okay, so what you have inside here is basically antenna piece, which I have yet to install, which I'll be doing in this video. So that's fresh. And the train itself. Okay, so the pantograph that actually comes with this is made of plastic and it's fixed in a permanently up position. So after installing that Tomytec pantograph, now it looks more like the real thing. And this is the motor. Can we see the number? Yeah, okay, no model number, but anyway, once again, the number is TM-10R. Alright, so I'm gonna show you how I'm going to how I installed the lights. Step 1, opening her up. Okay, there are some parts which are interconnected, so you can't just simply use brute force and rip off the chassis from the body shell. Okay, so never ever use brute force when it comes to trains. Okay, that's a reminder for myself as much as you. So first step, we need to unhook the lower part, which is this green thing. Okay, let's take it out. And how do I take it out? See. Okay, well, it's out. Oh yeah, and the coupler came out along with it also. Woo. Whoa, 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 wow. Everything seems to be coming off. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 just all came off simultaneously. Woohoo. Alright, so I guess I'll install them back in the reverse order. Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, and 3 here. And now let's do the other side. Okay, so like once again, try to take out this guy, and oh, everything just comes out. Okay, fine. All right, so now we've taken that apart. The rest is just opening it up. Ah! Okay, okay, I didn't glue it in. Well, I'll talk about that later. Okay, so basically, once you open up the chassis, it doesn't matter whatever direction you put this in, you could switch them around, you probably end up the same thing. Okay, so now let's come to the crux of the matter, lighting up this baby. You see these two contact points, as well as these two. Yeah, well, they work as contact points for the lights as well. Even though I don't think they intended it that way, but I found it works. So what I did was, okay, after soldering the, after soldering this, so this is how it will look like after I solder the LED strip to the bridge rectifier. Okay, how the bridge rectifier is coming into contact with the contact points, be it positive, negative, it doesn't matter. Alright, because you do conversion. But what matters is that your bridge rectifier, the positive and negative contact points, it must align itself with the positive and negative contact points of the LED strip as well. Okay, yeah, I know this one they don't have marking, but I do know that the side where there's less space, that's actually a positive side. Alright, trial and error, found out the hard way. I also soldered in a capacitor so to ensure that the lighting is more steady. So now I've aligned the chassis with the body. I just have to align this so that the metal springs will be somewhere in the middle of the two contact points, and I just stick it down and that's it. Which I'm gonna do right now off screen. Okay, and the lights are installed. Now I also need to drill a hole for the antenna, which is here. Can you see it? Yeah, that little indentation. So use a 1mm drill bit and drill a hole there. Okay, after having drilled the hole, I'm gonna attach this part. I always like use God hand when it comes to cutting fiddly parts, especially when I have to do it in front of the camera. Is it loose? Actually, yeah, it's quite loose, so I'm gonna get some glue. Okay, so this is how it looks like after I installed it in. I mean, it's a very minor detail, so if you don't want to put it, I guess you can skip this step too. But yeah, since they're giving the parts, I'm gonna use it. Now I'm gonna put everything back in. Okay, this one might look like it's bending a bit too much in the wrong direction, so let me just flex it out a little. Okay, I've installed it. Well, okay, there's contact on one side. Yes, I have contact on both sides, so this should light up. Right, so now I'm gonna put everything else back. So what you need to do is to fit this in a bit. Don't push it all the way in. The problem is the bogey is a bit in the way. It's a bit fiddly now. Okay, yes, I got it half in. See? Like this, half in, not all the way in. Alright, now make sure the coupler has got the side that's sticking up, pointing up. So it goes in like this. And this, you gotta go in from the front. Like this. Alright. Okay, yeah, like that. And then just press it in. You will hear a satisfying click. And we're good. And finally, you put the lip back on. Okay, so this one, glossy side facing out. I think it should be like this. Okay, so just fit the lip. You need to ensure that the hook goes under the couplers. I don't know what you call that. Coupler secure. And the two goes in front. Actually, to tell the truth, it's still a little bit wobbly, but you know, I think that's it. Okay, this is how the Hiei looks like lit up. Alright. Now, naturally, headlights and taillights don't work. Okay, but I mean, honestly, that's the best I got. Okay, so this is how the Hiei looks like. Go from the front and the rear views. Okay, Hiei test run with lights. Okay, lights on level 1, 2, 3. 3, the lights come on, and 4, it starts moving. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Now, unfortunately, this thing doesn't have headlights or tail lights, but well, that's the best I can do on a budget. Okay, there are actually aftermarket parts where you can install headlights, okay, and they will light up in the front here as well as the headboard. But that set alone, if I'm not mistaken, costs almost 4,000 yen, which in Singapore is roughly $50+. So unless you really want to go the full 9 yards of this Hiei, this is my, you know, cheapest and most budget solution. Yep. And that's it for today's video. I hope you found it enjoyable, and if you did, please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll really appreciate it greatly. So until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. Mata ne!